Hey YouTube, Loops 9085 coming back at you, bringing you the review and the history and the legacy and by far the most underrated part of the Super Nintendo family that everybody usually try to not too much know about that existed versus focusing on other stuff. This right here goes in the Hall of Fame of rare Super Nintendo items and a must thing to have. This is a Super Nintendo kiosk. How I came across this is on eBay from a gentleman was selling it in New Jersey. I live in Maryland. He wanted $900 for it. Now mind you, this comes in two parts. The system itself, the kiosk, and the Super Nintendo stand. He didn't have the bottom part. This just had the top part. I know a lot of people like, well, that's too much for this. But it has a history behind it. This gentleman had this brand new. He used to, only back in the day, we only had Sears and Toys R Us to really go and get Super Nintendo games from. They had some of these and some of the Sears and some of the Toys R Us. So you can really, this is before G4, all those other shows. If you wanted to really play a real game and a good game before it even releases, or they may have it in the stores just so you could try it out, if you want to purchase it or not, such as Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, whatever, they'll let you play it on here. Now mind you, this is a display case game only, so people don't know that it periodically resets itself and all this good stuff in here. A lot of people that have these, they usually take the system out and put a regular Super Nintendo in there so it doesn't, keep resetting. But no, I chose not to. I mean, this guy, I'm getting sidetracked on the story. The guy had it. He used to work for Sears, and when they was getting rid of these, they was throwing them away. Whoever wanted to keep them, they kept them. They were overstocked on these. Something like Nintendo sent them like one extra one purposely, just in case the other one broke down. You know how rowdy kids are. They might smack the glass or break it or whatever. Well, they never wound up using that extra one. He was the manager at the time. So he kept it in the store for a good, all the way up to 96 until the 64 came out. And they was ordered, to get rid of him. He kept his in the box for over 20 years. And he put it on eBay. I talked him down to a good $750. The shipping, I'm not going to get into that, but yeah. And it's really, really nice. Now, what else I want to cover on this thing? I want to get the bottom part. Finding stuff for this is really, 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 really extremely rare. And if you do come across of it, the person knows that, okay, yeah, this is a part of it, but they'll charge this for it. And all the Super Nintendo all the Super Nintendo collectors know that they'll break your balls on the price. Now, the stand part, I have a picture of it on my phone. I'm going to show you all that the gentleman is going to sell me. But he wants $275 for it, and for ship, basically altogether $500 to cover everything. And this is the stand right here, if you can see it. Ooh, nope. Yeah, this is the stand. The bottom part that goes for the kiosk. Now, a lot of you may say as well, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, but if you want the overall value for your Super Nintendo collection, if you decide to, sell it one day, people gonna look at you like, hey, this is only one half of it. That's like you having a Super Nintendo game without the manual or the box. They just want to give you half price for it. Now, mind you, mine is brand new. So, of course, I have to go all out and get the bottom part for it because this is brand spanking new. He kept it in the box. He played that good once or twice just to make sure it works. Let me go ahead and turn it on for you all. Give you a little demonstration of it. This thing is like ridiculous. It has like a fan down the bottom of it so it keeps your hands cool from sweating on it and everything. I try not to play it as much. Reason being is because if anything breaks on here, these parts are non-existent. You can't find parts for this anywhere unless you have another Super Nintendo kiosk. If you might find off Craigslist rare or eBay rare that they're gonna break your back for the price for it. You'll just have to get a whole nother kiosk just to take the parts out of that, just to put it in if you have a new one. I don't know how many people have a brand new kiosk out here. Some people probably still do. I feel like I'm the only one by far. But let me just show you it. Turn it on. Lights up. Voila. I have the Power Rangers in here. Get down on one knee. Comes with the key. Keys. Stick it back in here. Open it back up. Yeah. Pretty much that's it. Leave your comments below. I'm trying to think before I end this video. Is there anything else I really want to touch on with this? Oh yeah. It did come with display games. But that's another thing. They'll break your back on eBay on games that just say, it might say in the top corner, display only. Retail, not for retail, not back for retail sale or something like that. Display game only. Those games run for you for a good 50 some odd dollars, you know, I mean, just for the game. And mind you, the gameplay is the same. It just has that sticker on there, and I feel like I'll probably get 1 or 2 games for it just cause if I decide to sell it one day, it'll be complete with 2 display games, the stand, and the kiosk. But yeah, I'm Loops 9085. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments below, and I'm out.